Welcome back, everybody. In this video, we're going to be checking out this 4x16x44 rifle scope that's first focal plane. It's got MOA adjustable reticles with a zero stop. This is a scope that I got off Amazon. Right now, these scopes are listed at $329 on Amazon. I'm not really sure how to say the actual name of it. Eweima Tactical. I have no idea if that's correctly how you say that or not, but here it is. Let's go ahead and unbox this, see what it comes with. So here's the okay, so it comes with silicone lens covers right there. It's got a pretty good feel to it. It's made out of aircraft grade aluminum. It's 30 millimeter diameter around the cylinder there. Okay, we got, looks like a 3-inch sun shield. You've got a little knob right here for your, this is for your zoom adjustments. It's 4x16. Comes with your user's manual and then a lens cloth. So let's go ahead and look at some of the specs of the scope here. Let's put the sun shield on it. So this screws right into the end, just like this. So the sun shield will be nice if you're shooting into a glaring sun. That should seal or shield a glare. And you got this little knob right here that screws into this. Screws in just like that, which will be that'll be super handy to get a good grip on that. Just like that. Okay, let's see what some of these specs are on this rifle. This scope is nitrogen purged and O-ring sealed to provide waterproof and fog-proof performance. So it's got anti-fog lenses. You have your eyepiece right here, adjustable for your fine focus. You have your yardage focus right here. Goes from 20 yards all the way up to 500 that's listed, and then obviously beyond. So here's your adjustments right here for your windage and elevation. And what I like about that is they're good clean clicks. See if you can. I like that you know, they're very noticeable clicks and they're right on line with the hash marks. You know, sometimes you find that it's got a good click, but the hash marks end up in between where you're wanting to go, so you can't really get a good reading, but these end up right on them. I'll just give you a quick overview of as if I was going to sight this scope in and how I would be able to zero these turrets out for, like, say, 100-yard zero. So say I'm like right there, I'm perfect up and down, and then over here right in there I'm perfect left and right. So technically I'm zeroed at 100 yards, and what I'm gonna do to make sure I set my zero is unscrew this, and I'm gonna lift this up just like that. I'm gonna take that back to zero, and I'm gonna pop that on right there. Then we're gonna screw that back in, tighten it up. So now I know no matter what, I could go right here, and every time I go back to 0, I know that's my 100-yard 0. And it's the same thing with this windage. So you're gonna undo that. You're gonna take that off just like that, and then you're gonna make sure you pop it back in at 0, which is right there where it's at. I'm gonna put that back on and tighten it up. And now I know I'm 0 to 100 yards after I sighted in initially. One thing I like about this focus is how smooth this is. And it's pretty hard to actually move the turn on this, so it's nice and tight and extremely smooth. Let's actually look through the scope and see what it looks like. Okay, so that's at 16 power, what you're looking at through the scope right there. And that deer is at about 400 yards where it's at. So it shows how good the clarity of the scope is. I'll show you just looking from the outside. That's the deer I was looking at right there in the food plot, which is about 400 yards from the house right now. So I've got this focus set right at about 400 yards, and it definitely, if I can get this right, it's definitely right about on the money where it's at right there. As you can see, I just have the scope set on sandbags here, so it's kind of difficult for me, but let's zoom out a little bit. Just take and use that. You can see how much I zoomed out there. Overall though, I'm pretty darn impressed with the scope. It seems to be extremely clear looking at it. I know you guys couldn't see it very good looking at it through the camera, but it's certainly extremely clear, and everything seems to be very smooth. I'm not sure yet what rifle I'm going to put this on. I might end up putting it on my OT6, my Remington 700, but it's certainly a nice scope and one that I'm looking forward to trying out this coming hunting season. I don't want to show me actually installing it onto a rifle in this video because the video will get demonetized, and I'd rather not make the video for nothing. So unfortunately, with YouTube's new policies, if you show an installation of anything onto a gun of any sort, you're instantly demonetized. So that's the same for mounting a scope on it. So unfortunately, I'm not going to show you mounting the scope, but this summer you'll see me probably dump some woodchucks using this scope, and I'll put the link in the description when I do that, and I'll put the link in the description for this video as well. So overall, I think it's going to be a great scope for hunting in the elements, you know, with the lenses being fog proof, you know, the scope being waterproof itself, and the clarity is very impressive from an Amazon scope like this. So I'm looking forward to using it. If you guys are interested, check out the link in the description. Have a good one.